Hey guys, welcome to Life with Daric, where I talk about all things birth, fitness, and holistic health. My name is Daric and I'm a certified doula, and today I'm coming to you guys with some knowledge. I want to do a monthly or every other month do a book review to share my knowledge with you guys and what I learned from these books and how they can be helpful to you or someone you may know. I know that there are a plethora of books to read, especially when you're first finding out that you're pregnant and you want to gain a little bit more education in certain areas, but you go on Amazon and there's endless books to pick from. So I figured doing a book review every now and again can help people kind of sift through what they're looking for and find out what works for them. So these books that I am going to be reviewing are very informative and I really enjoy reading them all, and I think that they are a great resource for new parents, especially if this is your first child or if you are just looking to really have a specific type of birth. I think that these books can help you. So the first book that I'll be discussing today is The Birth Partner by Penny Simpkin. Hope you guys can see that. So this is the first book that I bought right when I found out that I was going to become a doula. I was doing a lot of research in 2018 heavily on what book should I read, what knowledge should I gain to become a doula. And this book popped up so many times. And I really love it because it's giving me great insight on what it's like to be a doula, what our role is, even though it's not made specifically for doulas. And so the purpose of this book is to coach birth partners, whether you're a doula, a spouse, a mother, a friend. If you are hoping to support and assist someone through childbirth, this book is sort of a guide to help you through it. And so I recommend it to all the partners of my clients because it really gives you the tools that you need to be a positive support person. And you don't have to do all of the things in the book, but knowing your options and knowing what you can do is extremely important. And for me, I take this book to all births with me. Sometimes I may need to think of a different labor position, or I need to help the partner a little bit. And this is a great book to just kind of sift through and read when you need a quick reminder of certain types of things. And even though it's called The Birth Partner, I think that moms can read it as well because it takes you through the stages of labor, the stages of dilation. It has different checklists that you can do with your partner so that when those days come, you're prepared. Has questions, it has all kinds of things in it. Honestly, it's like full of resources. What I will say about this book is make sure that you get the 5th edition because it is the most updated with information, and if you get the 4th edition you may get some info that is not useful in today. So yes, make sure that you get the right edition. If you're a doula, I highly recommend this book because it's going to give you a lot of tools that you can use from your trainings or whatever. It's going to strap you with a lot of knowledge that you need and can find useful. So my review for The Birth Partner is that it's a great book. I think that everyone should have it, especially if you are a husband or boyfriend or spouse. I think that you will benefit from it greatly, and it will show you how your position can be most beneficial as a partner and a support person. So the takeaway from The Birth Partner is that it is a great reference book. Although it is 400 pages, you can always go back to it. You don't have to read it consecutively, and it's packed with information. And it can also be used by multiple people. You can share it with your friends and family, and it's just always a great book to have. So the next book that we're going to be talking about is The Natural Pregnancy Guide by Dr. Lorena White. And yes, she is. Support Black businesses, support Black women. We love to see it. This book, I really, really love it. First of all, the cover art is what took me. Like, look at this beautiful queen. I love it. So I got this book from a doula friend who sent me an article of 10 books that Black moms should know. And so I chose to get this book, and it is a very great book. The book was created to help women make empowered decisions and be informed and make healthy choices. So from nutrition and health to detoxifying your body to every stage of pregnancy, to a little bit about postpartum, it gives a lot of information on how to have a healthy, natural pregnancy and childbirth. It doesn't go too deeply into unmedicated childbirth. It gives you insight on what it is, but that's not the focus of the book. The focus of the book is to give you all the tools from nature that you need to cope with pregnancy and to be informed and make empowered decisions. So the book starts off talking about how to detoxify your life, even before pregnancy, how important it is to get toxins out of your body and create a healthy home for your baby to grow and prosper in. Also gives you nutrition and diet advice and what that entails during pregnancy. And she also touches on mindfulness and relaxation and how connecting with your breathing is very important when pregnant and preparing for childbirth. In part 2 of the book, she touches on each trimester and what you may be feeling as far as moodiness, physically, how your baby is, how you are, and what you may be experiencing. And this is great because it is something that you can use while you're pregnant, and maybe when you hit your second trimester, you can read it and really get a feel of what you can do to cope with the things that you may be feeling. Also, she gives recipes for each trimester, which is a great resource because, you want to stay healthy, you want to eat the right things, and having the recipes in front of you can be very helpful and beneficial for you. And the third part of the book touches on postpartum a little bit, having a plan, having support, and why that is so important. But what I love about this book is that it's so straight to the point. Like, she really gets to the point in here, and she really gives you the tools that you need to be healthy. It also comes with a birth checklist, so a birth plan checklist, questions to ask your midwife, doctors, doulas. What's the difference between birthing at home versus a hospital versus a birth center? She gives insight into all of that. And her being a doctor is great because she's a credible resource to all of this information. The takeaways that I would take from this book is that it's a very well-crafted book, and it's not that long of a read. It's only 157 pages, and so you can read it over a short period of time, a long period of time, and it's a great read. It's something that you don't really want to put down because it's that information. And it's written by a Black doctor, so that alone should make you want to get this book. So yeah, if you want to have a natural pregnancy, a natural birth, this is a great place to start, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. I'm not even pregnant, but I really like this book. Alright, this next book is not necessarily a doula book or a parenting book, but it is, like the title says, all about love. New Visions by Bell Hooks. And she's an amazing author, and this book was such a great read that I had to throw it in here. I wanted to put it in here because, one, I read it in March, but also because I really thoroughly enjoyed this read, and I will probably read it about 3 more times before the year is over. Okay, maybe 2 more times, but I will definitely read it again. So in this book, Bell Hooks touches on love from many different perspectives, and there are 13 chapters, and in each chapter she talks about love in a different way. So she talks about childhood love lessons, self-love, divine love, romantic love. She talks about love in many different ways and why we act the way we do and how we interact with others depending on how we define and describe love for ourselves. So exploring how we look at love can help us strengthen our relationships, and it can make our relationships more meaningful. Having the right support and having love and your loved ones present when you are pregnant and giving childbirth is essential in having a positive birth experience. So to look at this book and work on healing childhood traumas and thinking about ways that you were parented versus how you would like to parent can be very beneficial for not only yourself but for families and for our communities. Reading this book can help you and your partner because it can help you guys explain to each other how you define love and how you want to love your children. And that is very critical to me because I feel like these conversations need to be had and not looked over. And when we discuss our values and what we define as love, it can really benefit us versus us going into things blind. I believe also that this book can help you see how you can deal with people in a loving way, especially your birth team. When you have people to support you, such as your family or your husband or even your doula, you can interact with them lovingly, and they can help you interact with your care providers in a loving way so that your baby can come into a loving setting and not a traumatic one. The takeaway that I get from this book is that it's an amazing read. It's definitely a read again book. So I have books in my library that I go back to, such as The Alchemist, which is my favorite book. I love to reread that book. And this has become one of those books that I would love to read again, because I feel that every stage of your life is different, and you kind of have to transform how you love different type of people and really look within yourselves to find that love and that healing that you need to move forward and progress in life. And so I think that every mother would benefit from this, every father would benefit, and friends, whoever. I think that really anybody who is looking to heal and work on themselves as far as love can read this book and benefit from it, especially parents. So it's 238 pages, which is not that bad, 13 chapters. You read a couple chapters a day, you can get it done pretty quickly. And so since it's so short, you can read it over again. And yes, I think that you guys should check this book out, All About Love. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video of the books that I read. They were very insightful for me, and I think that for any parent or young woman doula, that these will be very beneficial for you in your library. If you're a reader like me, comment below some books that you like to read or that you've come across that have helped you on your parenting journey, pregnancy journey, doula journey, whatever the case may be. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. I really do want to do a monthly or bi-monthly book review, and maybe we can start a little book club. I'm very excited to share with you guys about, the steps that I take to become a more educated, better, and cooler doula. And yeah, I really thank you guys so much for supporting me, and let me know what you would like to see in the next few videos. Bye.